as always. And I'm just gonna hop back and forth from this brain to this brain because that's what I like to do. So, all right. So we have our cortex, right? And in this cut, we can see the corona radiata a lot nicer, right? All these radiating axons, right? And just behind those radiating axons, right, we have the corpus callosum. So it is very nice here, just in front of the genu, right? It's going to be just in front of the septonuclei. Caudate, right? So if this is our caudate and this is our caudate, this nice little round right here, this nice little round right here, we know that just ahead of that, this little white going across it is going to be our corpus callosum. This white going across, right? Crossing the midline. All right. If this is the caudate, right, and this is the internal capsule, what's going to be on the opposite side of that over here?
Putamen.
Exactly, right? And you can see, so it's like caudate, putamen, and you can see here, right, that your caudate in this cut is really big and the putamen is kind of small as we rise higher, a little bit smaller than it was in the previous cut. We can't see the globus pallidus anymore, right, because this cut is more dorsal, right, and the globus pallidus is really down low. All right. The internal capsule I talked about, this white streak going across, right, separating the caudate from the putamen. Then we have the hippocampus, the septonuclei, and the lateral ventricle. So, if I know that this here, right, is my lateral ventricle, in between the fornix and the corpus callosum, I can see here, on this side, it wasn't cut really in the middle, but do you see this nice little space right here? That's going to be our lateral ventricle, this nice little space right in here. Coming from, again, this is a nice one. You see how it's the lateral ventricle up on this side? Then I turn it on its head, and it's just a space right there. That's going to be our lateral ventricle. The septonuclei are located just rostral and medial to the caudate nuclei, right? So caudate, medial, and a little bit caudal is our septonucleus. These two right here. So you can see this little flap right here. It's our septonucleus, this little flap right there. So flap right here, again, just medial and caudal to the septonuclei, to the caudate. All right. Hippocampus. Where's the hippocampus? You guys see this nice little cinnamon swirl? It's really small here, but let's look at it over here. This nice little cinnamon swirl right here. Cinnamon swirl right here. This is a really nice hippocampus right here, right? It looks like a nice little cinnamon toast crunch swirl. That's how I always denote that. Now note that, right, because we're again a little bit more dorsal, we can't see the amygdala anymore. Remember in the coronal cut for the hippocampus, it made that like a long seahorse, so that's why you can see it in both cuts. But in the amygdala, right, it was only at the very bottom. That's why we can't see that in this cut. So when you can't see the amygdala, you know that no longer can you see the MGN, right? The MGN is going to be replaced by the pulvinar. So now that we still can see the lateral geniculate nucleus, right, located just close to the hippocampus, right? But now, when we move medially, right, we don't have the medial geniculate nucleus, but we have the pulvinar nucleus, right? So you guys can see this nice, see our hippocampus, this nice swirl. We see this little dark spot right here, right? We know that on the outside over here, we have the lateral geniculate nucleus. And on the inside over here, we have the pulvinar, right? Again, our hippocampus is a nice little swirl. Over here, we have the lateral geniculate nucleus, and then here we have the pulvinar. And then if we move back into the behind, like the back of the mesencephalon, here and here, we have our inferior colliculi. Sorry, superior colliculi. Superior colliculi. And that is everything. Alright? Awesome. So I want y'all to just go through it, and then I will come back to see if you have any questions. Right?
Can I have that thing?
Yeah, of course.
The flap here, you said was
septonuclei.
Septonuclei.
Yeah.